Welcome to the Channel Authority Builder webinar. And in this webinar, I'm going to talk to you about building authority channels on YouTube, which is going to be something that might change your perspective or the way you work on YouTube completely. It's going to be an all new world, trust me. But before we begin, I just want to do a show of hands. Guys, let me know where you're from so that I can know that you can hear me. Just confirm that you can hear me, and we are a go. And let's get started with this exciting content today. All right, so let's begin. First, I want to start by talking to you a bit about authority, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey on YouTube. So let's get started with that so that you know exactly what I can offer you, what I'm bringing to the table. So who am I and why should you listen to me? All right, so my name is Cyril Jeet, and you might have seen me around because I've done a number of product launches. I've created a number of products for YouTubers, for YouTube marketers, for YouTube producers, for YouTube stars, and I've been doing that for since a little while now. So you might know me from my other products. But is that good reason to listen to me because I create products that you can buy? Well, not really. I want to show you exactly why you will benefit if you go through the steps that I give you here in this training today. If all the things that I talk about, you should will be good for you and for your channel. And let's see why you can trust that. All right, so this is one of my channels. I'm into YouTube and I run multiple channels. This is not the only one that I run. So I've got multiple channels, and I'm going to start even new ones. I start new ones all the time. I try new niches all the time. So this is just one of my channels, and if you can see the traffic reports, just look at this number over here. It says 200,000. It's actually more than 200,000 views. And look at the date. That is the traffic for one day. It's not the traffic for a week. It's not the traffic for a month. It's the traffic that I could generate on YouTube in just one day. So that's the kind of success that I've been able to get on YouTube. That's the kind of audience that I've been able to generate. But that's not my best channel. Would you believe it? I've been able to do at least around a million views a day on YouTube, and that's pretty amazing. So this is not my best channel, but it's about the scale that I get to very quickly. This channel is a little more than a year old. It's about 14 months to 15 months old, and I've been able to achieve this. So there should be something that I'm doing right, or something that is working for me that is different from all the people who are creating stuff or who are creating channels on YouTube and are not able to get this scale. And that is what we're going to talk about in this webinar today. I'm going to share with you some of the secrets, some of the tricks, some of the techniques that I use to make my own content, to make my own stuff, and to get traffic massively and quickly. Guys, I want this to be an interactive session. This is a live webinar, so you guys are welcome to ask me questions at every step. If there is something you want to know or you want to clarify about anything that I've said, then just put your questions in the question place, and I will be reading it from time to time. So I will try to monitor it as much as I can, and I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. I won't be able to take up all the questions, of course, but I will try to take up as many as I can. So somebody asked me, are you Cyril Jeet? Oh, yes, I am. This is Cyril Jeet, and you did see my photograph, and I introduced myself right at the beginning of the webinar. So let's continue from here. Let's get set an agenda for the webinar. Let's talk about what we want to achieve. So I want two outcomes from the webinar. I want two things that you should change for yourself, two new insights or two new perspective changes that I want for you by the end of this webinar. The most important thing that I want to do for you is change your mindset from keywords and rankings to traffic. Now, this is important because till now, whatever we've been doing or whatever we've been taught on YouTube, it's all about keywords and rankings. You've been listening to people who tell you, all right, target these keywords, and try to get some backlinks for it, and try to optimize them, and just put a comment over here about targeting this keyword and that keyword. Well, that is something that is counterproductive on YouTube, and we will discover exactly why in just a few minutes. But that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to set your goals on the traffic, not on the keywords. So when we think about rankings, or when we think about getting viewers, we should target where the traffic is on YouTube, and it's not on keywords. The second thing I want to do for you is show you how traffic flows on YouTube. Now, this is something that we need to change from the SEO mindset or from the Google mindset that we've been exposed to all this time, because YouTube works a little differently. YouTube is structured a little differently, so the traffic also flows a little differently on YouTube than it flows on Google. And just this particular realization is going to make you good for the journey that we should begin right after we finish the webinar. So I want to build a traffic flow to you, and I want to install a pipeline to your channel or channels on YouTube. So let's see how we're gonna do that. This is just one shot of my traffic sources. Now, if you worked on YouTube, I'm sure many of you must already have YouTube channels. Many of you must possess YouTube channels at different levels. Some of you might be getting 100 views a day. Some of you might be getting 50. Some of you might be getting 1,000 views a day. But I'm going to talk to you about scale that not many of you might have achieved so far, and we're going to target that scale. Now, on that scale, or to get to that scale, we need to change one very important thing about what we're doing on YouTube, and that is getting the traffic where it is. Now, I want you to watch this. I've given you enough time to look at this screenshot, and I want you to read it out carefully. I want you to read some of the top entries in this table. The first entry is suggested videos. Now, I don't know how many of you know what that is, but it's the little sidebar. Whenever you watch a video, on the right side you will see a sidebar which says related videos, and on that video and on that sidebar you will see a number of videos which are related to the video that is playing on YouTube right now. That is called suggested videos. And I want you to pay attention to this. I have a total of about 5 million plus views a month from this channel, and the number of views that suggested videos are sending to me is 4.5 million, actually a little over 4.5 million, and that is 87% of my traffic. Pay attention to that. That's 87% of my traffic. And I want you to try an exercise when we are done with this webinar. Go to your channels, look at your analytics, go to traffic sources, and find out how you're doing on this department. If you're not doing as well as me, if the share of suggested videos for you is less, then you're probably optimizing your content the wrong way, then you're probably going with your content the wrong way, and that is why you're not able to unlock these massive numbers. 5 million views a month, 87% of it is from suggested videos. And if you're not getting that, no wonder you're not able to scale, because to scale you gotta go where the traffic is, and the traffic is not in keywords. Are you guys with me so far? Just give me a confirmation so that I can continue, and I will move on to the next one. Awesome. So I hope you guys are following. I'm getting some yeses in the questions box. So we'll use the questions box for talking to me. Just drop whatever you want to say to me or ask me in the questions box, because I'm reading it actively as I give you this presentation. So keep that going. All right. So moving on to the next screen, what you need to do to grow your YouTube channel massively is focus on getting found and not on getting ranked. All right, now this is something that you will be clear with in just a couple of minutes. Now, what is Google? Google is a list. If you boil it down to the very basics, you go to the very basics, then what you understand is Google is just a list of links. So there is a link at the top, and there are some more links on the page. There's the link at the bottom. And just as human propensity is, or human tendency is, we check out the content at the top of the list before anything else. And that is all ranking is about, right? But YouTube is not one list. YouTube is two lists. So there are two ways to find content on YouTube, two primary ways. The first is the search box on the top, that's just like Google. So you type in a keyword and you get a list of videos and you click on one of those videos. That is one way of reaching content in Google. But there is a second way. Whenever you are on the video itself, you're still on a Google property, you're still on YouTube, and YouTube will show you shared suggested videos or related videos on the sidebar, and that is your second list. so far the mistake that you've been making is ignoring that list, because that is where most of the traffic is, and I will tell you exactly why. Whenever you put in a keyword, you are taken to the video watch page, and you can just go back and look at your own behavior. Most of the time what you'll do is you will watch the video on the screen for a minute, for 2 minutes, whatever amount of time it holds your attention, but at the end of that time you will either close the browser or you will go and click on a video on the sidebar. And on an average, according to the study that I've done, according to the figures that I've seen around the internet, and according to the figures that I've been talking to some really successful YouTube people, people tell me that on an average people watch 3 to 4 videos from the sidebar, right? They only get to watch one video from the search, but from the sidebar they watch 3 to 4 videos, and they come to the sidebar from Facebook, from social media, from Twitter, from everywhere. They come to the video watch page from Google. They come to the video watch page from any link that you might have dropped on WhatsApp or anywhere else. They always come to the YouTube video watch page, and they always go to the sidebar. So you are ignoring that, and that is the most important list on YouTube right now. So this is the first change I want you to understand in your YouTube strategy. YouTube is 2 lists. Search is just one of it, and it's got only 20% of the traffic. 80% of the traffic is on the suggested videos. Are you guys with me so far? Just drop me a confirmation that you've got this concept, and let's continue. Awesome. So there's a question for me: is this relevant? Is this presentation that I'm giving you, is it relevant to you? Even if you are not a guy who's got any hits at all, but I want to tell you this is for you, because if you haven't got hits, this is what you need to change in your strategy. This is the focus that you need to change. Listen to this: 90% of the people on YouTube are targeting the search, the rankings, right? So you're going to be 10%, or a part of the 10% who's going to target the sidebar where the real traffic is. How much more traffic can you get? You understand that, right? So anyone who's starting out with YouTube, they need this, and anyone who's on YouTube, they need this even more, because they're investing their time, they're investing their money in this, and they deserve to unlock all the traffic that they can. All right, awesome. So let's go on to the next slide. And I want to, this is something that I just said. Almost everyone is targeting search, right? That's what your competition is being taught. That's what all the gurus teach you, and that's why they are logged at 1,500 views a month, or 15,000 views a month. Some are at 1,500 views a month. Nobody has been able to achieve the scale that I just showed you. So change your focus to the 80%, and you will make progress. All right. So this is something I call YouTube content discovery, right? The suggested videos. This is YouTube's internal content discovery mechanism. You go to some content, you're taken to other content. That is YouTube content discovery. There's one more thing like that. Whenever a video ends playing on YouTube, it automatically starts another video, and that is the topmost video from the sidebar again. So this is a YouTube content discovery mechanism, and that is where the bulk of the traffic is, like the big fat chunk. I showed you that traffic sources screenshot right in the beginning. 87% of the traffic coming from suggested videos, right? So this is where the bulk of the traffic is. Okay, next one. I think I missed one. Okay, this is it. All right, so I want to talk to you about how to get on the sidebar. Is it going to be by optimization? Is it going to be by targeting keywords? Is it going to be by building backlinks? Well, no, that's not going to work at all, right? So how do we appear on the sidebar? The first most important and the most powerful ingredient is authority. Now, if you got authority, then you will rank on the sidebar, and I'm going to talk about authority just a little more a minute later. But now the second point I want to tell you is relevance. So how do you get ranked on the sidebar? You got to be relevant to the video that's being played right now. And how do you do that relevance thing? You tell YouTube that you're related to that video, and you do that through tags, you do that through titles, you do that through descriptions. You basically optimize your own video, keeping in mind the video that you want to rank next to. You understand me? You optimize your video's content to not for search, not for rankings, but to appear on the sidebar of the video that you're targeting that is popular in your niche. Did you get that concept, guys? Give me a yes, and I will go into the next one. All right, so people are following me. I'm happy to know that. So let's go for authority. Let's go for authority. Let's understand what authority is. authority is YouTube's measurement of your channel's value, and it is the reason that YouTube knows, or it is the system by which YouTube understands that you are creating useful content, that you're creating content that engages the viewers. And I want you to pay attention to that. I didn't say great quality content. I didn't say great production values. I didn't say expensive. I said engage your viewers. So you don't need to be Disney, you don't need to be Marvel, you don't need to create amazing videos that are filled with special effects and are done on the most expensive equipment. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is engage your viewers for some minutes. That's all you need to do, and you can do that with the shittiest camera, with the worst equipment, just with some ideas. But that's something that's for another video or for another training. Let's continue with the topic at hand. So I just told you what authority is. Authority is YouTube's measurement of, and it grows over time. It's something that you get based on the views that you're getting, how engaged people are with you, and things like that. So how do you build authority? Because YouTube doesn't show you a page rank system like they used to show you for pages on Google. They don't show you the authority publicly. They keep it internal, right? So whenever you watch a video on the sidebar, you will get views, or you will get videos which are similar to the content that is being displayed in the ranking order of authority. So if a video is really good and it's engaging people and the channel is good, the channel has got good authority, it will rank on more sidebars. That is one thing you need to keep in mind. The more authority you have, the more sidebars your video will rank on, and the more traffic you get. That's it. There is no other logic to it. There's no other system to it. You can't build backlinks and get authority, because building backlinks will get you ranked on Google. It won't get you ranked on YouTube at all. All right, so let's see how we can build authority. The most important 3 ingredients of authority that I have used, or that I have done myself, or I've integrated in my own channels to reach the scale that I have reached. The first one is right content, and that doesn't mean the best quality content. It means the right content for the audience that you are targeting. And you do that through research, right? You need to look around a lot of places to understand what content can work for you, what content will get you on the sidebar, and what content will keep you on that sidebar of the channels or of the videos that you want to rank with. So the first topic is right content. The first ingredient is right content. The second ingredient is right presentation. So I talked about that just a little while ago. You need to optimize it correctly. You need to put in the right tags, the right titles, the right descriptions. You need to put in all the ingredients correctly in the optimization list to make it rank, or to make it appear on as many relevant sidebars as possible. So it's going to be right content, then right presentation, and the third ingredient is consistency, right? Do you understand that? Consistency is one of the most important ingredients of building authority. So if you upload a video today on your channel, and next week you give up, all right, it's too hard work for you, you don't want to do it anymore, and you quit, and you come back next month, you do it again for a week, and then you go home, and then you come back again next month, and then you make another set of 5 videos, and at the end of the year you think, I've made 45 videos and I'm not ranking, but this other guy, he's ranking for 45 or 50 or 60 videos. How is he doing that? The reason is you are not consistent. So you have to make a plan, you have to make a program, and you got to stick to that. So that is consistency. And these things are very basic, these things are simple, but that's how Google understands that you are in the game for the long run, that you will be producing content that is going to be valuable, that you are going to engage your audience for the long time, right? They don't want to give authority to people who will not produce content at all, because their business depends on getting people who are going to be consistent, who are going to be good at this, and who are going to make money on the long term, right? They don't want to promote people who will quit after a month. They only want to promote people who will be there for the long haul and who will make videos consistently on YouTube. So get that in the mind. All right, so somebody is sharing with me that this is the #1 tip for success people. Should be, because this is something that really works. I don't know what success people is, but I'm sure whoever has given you this advice is very intelligent and a very smart guy. All right, so we've got the 3 primary ingredients for building authority. And this is something I want to emphasize. And it might sound a little disappointing to some of you guys who want to cut the process to 1 day or 2 day. Well, no matter what you do, this cannot be built in a day. Authority is not like a magic trick that you can push a button and it just gets, you just get that score. No, that doesn't work. If you want success, you got to work for it. You got to spend the time. You got to be consistent, and that's how I do it, right? I didn't just wake up one day and I found my videos getting 200,000 views a day. No, that didn't work right like that. I had to work for a really a long time. I needed to understand the market. Now the process can be easier for you because I'm giving you a lot of my understanding that I gained by just trial and error and by hunting things and by applying my brain to a lot of different issues to reach that conclusion. But for you, it can be a little faster, but definitely not like a magic trick, right? All right, so now we want to show you the way. Now, I'm not going to say to you that this is the only way. It is one of the ways, and it's the way that worked for me. And that's the way that I'm going to show you that can get you to the scale that I've got: 100,000 views a day, 200,000 views a day, even 1,000,000 views a day. And I'm going to tell you this. This is not the end of the story. Next time when I come to you, I'm gonna have more views than that because I'm still working on my stuff. So this is the way that I use. All right, so somebody just told me sound is down. Guys, I just want you to make sure, do you have my audio? Do you hear me well? Please give me a yes or confirmation. All right, so I'm back. So I guess I moved a little away from the mic in my excitement. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna make sure that I stay near the mic from now on. So I'm going to show you the way now. I'm going to show you what worked from me, and let's discuss more of that. So how do you start building your authority? What are the steps you need to take? What is the mindset that you need to develop? Let's talk a little about that very briefly. So the first thing you need to do is start putting content design before SEO. Now, so far what we've been doing is we've been putting SEO before content, right? What we do is, all right, I want to rank for this keyword, so I'm going to target this keyword, and I'm going to make a video around that keyword, right? You understand that? So that is putting the content design, after the SEO. But what I am telling you is, find out what good content is, what content is ranking well on YouTube, what content is getting views on YouTube, and make your fresh content around that content. So keywords don't even figure. I never worry about keywords. I only worry about topics. I only worry about videos that are doing well. So that's the thing that you can do right now. Start putting content design before SEO. And that's what your research should be about. All the research that we're doing right now for keywords, that is relevant because keywords do get you some views, but that's only about 10% of your total traffic if you unlock the sidebars, right? So you need to understand that you don't need to go crazy about keywords and spend all your time researching keywords. You need to put content design first. And I didn't say content, I said content design, and I will talk about it a little while later. Reed is asking me how to get the right tags for the sidebar. Well, I have a product for that. It's called TubeRank Jeet, and it's been in the market for a long while, but that gets you exactly the perfect tags for the sidebar. And later on, maybe in a private conversation, I will tell you exactly how that works or why it is so. All right, so next is what to produce, how to present it, how to get YouTube to show you alongside other leaders, how to get people to click on your video. Now, these should be your focal points. What to produce, how to present it, how to get YouTube to show you alongside the popular videos, and how to get people to select your video out of the 20 videos that are on the sidebar and click on your video. That is what your focus should be. That's what my focus always has been. All right, so moving on to the next one. That requires a reboot of your brain, because from the last 15, 20 years, if you've been in the SEO market, that's all you've been taught. SEO is search, SEO is rankings, SEO is keywords, and I'm going to ask you to reboot your brain. You don't need to go for keywords. What you need to do is monitor other people's channels like a maniac, and I mean the channels of popular people, the channels that are popular in your niche. You need to monitor them on a daily basis. You need to see what they're doing, right? See what they're producing. See what is working for them. See which videos are failing, because they might not be doing the same exercise. They might be producing quality content, by using their brains, but they might not be studying the market, so they might fail sometimes. It happens to all the people. It even happens to me. Not every video that they produce is successful. Some of them fail. So your objective should be not to produce the content that fails. You got to produce the content that succeeds, and you got to target the channels that will that you can get on the sidebar for and get your views through that. So see what keywords and topics they target. Now, keywords is not important again. It's going to be topics. Always focus on the topic more than the keyword. And by topic, I don't mean broad niches. Topic is like cooking is a topic, but no, not like that. Go very narrow. See what the video is about. See why this video is successful, and make a video on something similar that you can put on that guy's sidebar and get views just like that. So you understand me so far? Did you follow me so far? I'm going to continue when I get a little yeses, couple of yeses. All right, so I'm glad that people are with me. I've got a couple of yeses already. Awesome. So this is the easy way. Now I'm going to give you the easy way. Produce what people are seeing. That's just one line, right? People are watching it. You just need to produce it. And that is the easiest way. You can be innovative. I hear people, they tell me, all right, you're producing content. You're telling people to produce content that's similar to other people. How is it innovative, right? I just want to do my creative stuff, and I want to create a landmark channel in the niche which is completely new, which no one has seen before, and I'm going to produce content that has not been ever produced on YouTube. I want to tell you this, guys. If you produce content that nobody has ever seen, that nobody has, that's totally new, that's a new niche, you're going to create a niche from scratch, then the bulk of your traffic is not going to come from YouTube. It might be coming from search, it might be coming from social media, but it's not going to come from YouTube. Why? Because on YouTube, to appear on the sidebar, you gotta be next to the content that's being already watched. Do you understand that distinction? You cannot be totally 100% discoverer of a new niche with this system. You gotta do what other people are doing to achieve success and find a way to leverage them. That is the way that I'm giving you. You follow me so far? You understand the distinctions? Awesome. So this is the concept. Yes, this is the thing. You gotta leverage the system, because YouTube's traffic is on the sidebar. To be on the sidebar, you got to be relevant to the video that's playing. To be relevant to the video that's playing, you got to be related to the video that's playing. And to be related to the video that's playing, you cannot be out of the niche. Isn't it simple? It's like 1 + 1, mathematics. All right. So this is the reason that I just gave you earlier. Why? Because you won't be discovered. Because YouTube rewards related videos only. And if you're not related, you're not discovered. All right. So this is moving on to how do I appear on the related videos, and that is done through content design. What you need to do is you need to make sure that your content is focusing on the right stuff, that your content is geared properly to appear on quality video sidebars, right? So you got to be appearing on the sidebar of videos that have the traffic already. You can be a tough guy. You can try to get the traffic from scratch, or you can try and leverage people who are getting the traffic. And on YouTube, it's popular, right? Because if you suppose I own a website which is very popular in a niche. Maybe I own a diet website which is the most popular website for a particular type of diet. Do you think I'm gonna let other people put a link to their websites on my sidebar? I'm not gonna do that, right? But YouTube lets you do that. YouTube lets you put your content on the sidebar of other successful people. So that's what you need to do. And to do that, you need to design your content smartly to target the emerging content from your competition. Do you understand what I mean by emerging content? Do you understand it? Give me a yes or no answer, guys. All right. So just for the benefit of everybody, emerging content is content that is being freshly created. Now, if I go and target a video that is 1 year old, how do you think I'm going to rank on the sidebar when already it's got 20 videos on the sidebar that have been liked consistently, that people are clicking on consistently? Do you understand what I'm saying here? So target emerging content that is new, that YouTube still wants to calibrate the sidebar for. Right? So if you are able to get a place on one of the sidebars of emerging videos, then you're set for a long time, because when people click on you again and again on that sidebar, your position is going to improve or get locked. So target emerging content from the leaders in your niche. That is a very important advice. That's a very important trick, and I hope you guys will keep that in your mind. The second thing is optimize your videos, targeting the right videos and the channels for your scale. Do you understand what I mean by your scale over here? Give me a yes or no, guys. Okay, so people are saying, some people are saying yes and some people are saying no. So I'm going to talk to you about scale a little bit. Awesome. Suppose I'm just starting out on YouTube in a niche. Do you think I can? I'm okay, or I'm deserving to be alongside the market leader who's probably doing 1,000 times better than me? Do you think it works that way? No, it doesn't. What YouTube is going to do is, in the beginning, they will only show you alongside losers like yourself. You understand what I mean? If you're just starting out, if you got bad skill, they're going to show you alongside other fresh, weak, unknown, and unproven channels. And only when you can show YouTube that you are able to get views from that video, that you're able to get the clicks, that you're able to rank better and better, and you build up your authority, then as you move, as your authority grows, you will show up on better and better sidebars. Do you understand me, guys? Do you understand the concept of scale now? All right, amazing. So we have yeses now. There's a question: are people that already are doing this going to keep you out of the top 20? Guys, the 80% of the traffic is on the sidebar. The question you should be asking yourself is, why am I not doing this? Don't be afraid of the risk. There are people who know the right system like me, who are using it, who are leveraging it, who are getting success, but that shouldn't stop you from doing the right thing too, because if you do keep doing the wrong thing, you're never going to get success. Okay, maybe if all the people did this, there will be competition, but the traffic is going to unlock for the people who deserve it. So don't be afraid of people who are already doing this. Think about why you are not doing this. All right, so move on to the next one. You need to optimize for your scale. So if you're a minnow, you don't try to ride with the whales. First, you target the sardines. You try and go just one rung above yourself. Try and target video that's just one step above yourself. Try and appear on that sidebar. Once you are done with that, go to catfishes, which are bigger, and then dolphins, and then finally whales. So it's gonna be a long process, and that's what I meant by being consistent, right? So be consistent about it. Take a long-term view on your channels, because this can unlock a lot of value. It can be a recurring passive income for you, something that you've always dreamt of, and you can get that through YouTube, but one step at a time. I'm not much of a fisherman, so I don't really know much about fishes. I just Googled, so I don't know what a pilot fish is, which Reed is talking to me about in the chat box right now. But let's move on to the next one. So what's my scale? It's easy to understand what your scale is. You need to make an estimate of how much traffic you're getting from Google content discovery, right? You need to see how much traffic you're getting from suggested videos, and sometimes you will find that you will be on the sidebar of some other video channel. Just get that channel, analyze that channel, see where it stands, and that is your scale. So target other channels in your niche who are at a similar scale. It's very easy, it's very simple. Did you get that system? All right, so you got that. I hope people got that system. So let's just move on to that. So that's how you realize your scale is, by finding out who's sending you traffic, targeting that guy, and then trying to rank against it consistently. All right, so that involves a lot of research. See, YouTube success, or success in any niche, success in SEO, success in programming, success in whatever you do, it's gonna be about work and about gaining information, about learning stuff. And that's what I do always. I learn stuff all the time. This is what research is about. You got to look at stuff, you got to read stuff, you got to analyze stuff, you got to do the research. So this is the research that I'm giving you. This is the number of steps. Prepare a list of all the channels in your niche. Keep an eye on upcoming channels. Find out what new videos are being produced. See which new video in your niche failed and which succeeded. See which channel is really hot right now. go through the stats of all your competitors on a daily basis to build a comparison sheet. Watch out for trending topics in videos. Now this is a very concise list. This I have summarized everything in a very broad list. Now it involves a lot of work, and if you understand, the kind of work that you will need to do, it's gonna be a little time consuming, I would say, to do all this research. But and then again, you got to understand the system. You got to know where exactly you will find each piece of that information, and for that you just need to do a little more work. All right, so let's go on with that. Somebody's asking me, is it JeetTube? No, this is not JeetTube. TubeJeet was one of the software that I made a long while ago, and it was perfect for research at that time, and it still is. But this is something different. This is something new, and this course is or the information that I'm giving you in this webinar is something that's totally I think not many people talk about this sort of stuff that I have talked to you about today. All right, so next, let's move on to the next one. So this research that I just gave you, this 7 simple things, it's gonna take a long time for you to do all of it manually, and you can do it manually because I did it manually for a long time, right? I built some of my most massive channels doing all the research manually, bit by bit, piece by piece. Of course, I couldn't do all of it every single day, but I did what I could, and I was able to scale pretty rapidly, and I was able to get this amazing scale through this technique. So you can do it too. You can do the research manually, and if you got any questions about the research, it's a good time to ask me, guys. You can ask me any questions. I will take up as many as I can. So like I said, either you can do the research manually, or this is something that I do because I'm a programmer. I create stuff now and then. I create systems now and then. So let me show you what you can do to to fix the research. So I still do the same research that I showed you, those 7 steps to build authority. I hope you've understood how we do it. I hope you've understood the system. So I still do the same research, but to do it now, I have a self-created software that we have made, which is called Channel Authority Builder, and I'm going to show you exactly how this software will quickly give you all this research through just a 2-minute or a 5 minutes process, which will unlock the doors for you to open one channel or many channels or as many channels as you want. So let's go on and talk about Channel Authority Builder now. I want to show you a demo of this software. So this is actually a Windows-based software that I created based on all the learning that I gained making those channels, and also on all the problems that I faced. So I tried to find a solution to each one of them, tried to find a way to get the information that I needed, and I created a software using that learning. So I'm going to start a quick demo of this, and I'm going to show you how exactly this software works. So just moving on to sharing my screen to this particular software. Just give me a little time, please. All right. So this is the initial screen of Channel Authority Builder. You get to choose if you want to start a new campaign, or if you want to go for the existing campaign, you can do that. Doron has asked me, does the software work in foreign languages? Yes, it does, because you're targeting channels. As long as you give it foreign channels, it will get you the foreign language content as well. So yes, it will work for foreign languages too. Robert is asking me, will it work on Windows or is it compatible with Mac? Well, this is built in .NET. I always build my software in .NET these days. So it's made for Windows, but it will run on Mac through virtualization. So if you got Parallel or any other virtualization platform like that, it will work on Mac. So for this demo, I'm going to go with the research file that I already created, and I'm not going to start with a new file because it needs data across some days, right? This is not a software that you click a button and you get the results instantly. You need to keep it on. You need to run it every day once so that it will get the fresh information, and that's how it builds the trend information. That's how it builds the trends information. So I've got some days worth of data inside. I'm going to show you that exactly how it works. So just gonna make sure my application is being shared again. Yeah, can you see my screen, guys? Just confirm that you can see my screen, and I will continue. All right, so you can see the screen. That's amazing. So guys, Channel Authority Builder is actually 8 modules, 8 particular features, or 8 mini software in one, rolled in one, which will give you access to all the research that I just showed you, all the 7 points, all the things you need to do to build authority on YouTube. The first is keywords. So this is a system with which you can monitor the rankings of your own videos for a keyword or other people's videos for a keyword. So this is how I use it. When I target a particular video that's popular for a keyword which they are ranking for, I keep an eye on how they are doing on the rankings, and if I see them climbing or slipping, I change my targeting based on that. So for example, you can see that this particular video, it was just a few days ago, it was #11, and now then it went to #13, and now it's #8. So if I rank on the sidebar of this video, because it's better than rankings, I will automatically get more views. So this is what I use this for. Reed is asking me now, does it work with tags? No, this is not a tag finding software. It does have a tag feature, but very differently from whatever you've seen so far in any software. And I'm going to show it to you in just a minute, show you the feature in just a minute. But this is not a tag research software. If you want a tag research software, you can get TubeRank Cheat. All right, so moving on to the next feature, it's videos watch. What I use this feature for is I watch the videos that are doing well in the niche that I'm targeting or for the topic that I'm targeting. So I can see exactly how many videos, how many views that video is getting a day, how many likes it is getting, how many dislikes it's getting, and how many comments it's getting. And if I click on any of these links over here, any of these buttons, I can see a comprehensive view of the video's performance on a daily basis. So I can quickly build an understanding of how the videos in my niche, how the leading videos in my niche are doing, and what I need to produce to get the most number of views. Now that is what I mean by content design. You've got 10 videos, you've got 10 different videos that you can produce, but you can produce only one video with your resources. So you got to select the video that will get you the maximum number of views. And you do that by analyzing who is, that's how I do it. Who is the guy who's, getting the most number of views for this particular topic? So I just select the video that's getting the most number of views that is around my scale, so that I can rank on the sidebar. Did you understand that trick, guys? Did you understand how simple and how effective this trick was? Give me a yes or no, and let's continue. If you got any questions about it, you're always welcome to ask me. So this is what the video watch does. And there is another little interesting thing over here, unusual change in traffic. So if there is any video that suddenly jumps up in traffic or it suddenly goes down, Channel Authority Builder will tell you so that you can capitalize on the trend. So if a video suddenly goes up in views and you see, wow, it's now XX or twice as much as it was yesterday, or 3 times as much as it was 4 days ago, you understand that this video is going to climb, or this video is climbing. So you want to produce content that you can put on the sidebar. You want to try and produce content that you can put on the sidebar and get those views, right? So this is what this does for you. And similarly, we've got channel statistics. So this is channel statistics, and this is a helpful little toolbar at the top. You can reach all these features from the toolbar too. The channel statistics is quite like video statistics. You get the details of all the channels that you're monitoring on a daily basis. You can see how many views they got, how many subscribers they have, how many comments they have, and you can use this information to understand what you need to do to capitalize on the channels that are getting successful. Now somebody's asking me, does this tell you how long someone watched the video? Guys, that is something that to you, so you cannot do that. So you information, but of course we can get, and this can actually show you on a daily basis how your channel is doing. So you get to see the trends, you get to see how many views they got on a particular day, are they going up or down, and what they're doing, so that you can try and target it. If you like the way this channel is structured, if it's in your niche and it's near your scale, you can target it, and you can get more views. Now I've got a very funny question here. Our somebody is asking me, hi, does it do keyword IT? Okay guys, now I think we've been nearly 45 minutes into the presentation, and the only single point that I've repeated every 2 minutes is, don't do keyword research, don't do keyword research. Now that's the mindset change that I was talking to you about. You need to change your mindset. I don't do keyword research. Don't even talk about keyword research. We are building authority over here, guys. All right. So Robert is asking me, can you determine paid views? No, you cannot, because YouTube doesn't tell you how many views were paid and unpaid. And again, how many views will be paid out of your total views. That's a completely different system. It's got a different algorithm, and it's not a part of the authority course, so I won't be going into that, but you're welcome to ask me any questions about YouTube when we are done with this presentation, and I will try and answer those. All right, so moving on to the next bit. We were at channel statistics. Now I want to go into latest videos, and I just gave you this little update that you need to find what is the emerging content or what is the latest videos that are being produced in your niche, and this is what gets you that. So you can see exactly what new videos are being produced by the leaders in your niche, and what are the stats. So how many views they are getting, how many likes, and how many dislikes, and you can decide whether you want to target one of these babies and rank your video alongside it, or try and be on its sidebar, so that you can get those, a part of those views too, so that you can add to your authority and you can be a better YouTube player yourself. So this is what this part does, emerging videos. So amazing. Now my friend just told me that he missed the first part. Now I'm sorry that you missed it. Will there be a replay? Okay. I don't know for sure if I'm going to put a replay online. It really depends on what I feel about it, because this is classified information, guys. I don't share it with everybody. I don't do it on a daily basis. I'm doing this today because I'm going to launch something really exciting, Channel Authority Builder, that I showed you, and I want you guys to benefit from benefit the most from that. So this is something that I don't do on a daily basis. There might not be a replay, but if you decide to buy a Channel Authority Builder at the end of this webinar, there is training inside Channel Authority Builder, more comprehensive training, more detailed training, which will show you exactly how to use those features and how to capitalize on Channel Authority Builder and get those views. All right, so somebody just said you are a good presenter. Thank you. I really appreciate your compliment, and I hope I can be better as we get along. All right, so next trick that I'm going to show you is the sidebar. Now, sidebar is everything that we are about. That is the suggested videos. That is 87% of your traffic. So this is the way by which you can monitor the sidebars. You can keep an eye on the sidebar. You can see what new videos are being added to the sidebar. You can see what videos are being removed from the sidebar, and you can find out what new videos are added to the sidebar. Now this is something very interesting. I'm going to tell you this trick. It's a very cute and a very small trick. I go for the most popular video, that is being, seen for a keyword. Let's say we target iPhone 6. So I go for the most popular video on iPhone 6. Then I look at the sidebar. I monitor the sidebar. On the sidebar, there will be channels who are a little lesser in scale than this video, right? Than this channel. So I just see all the channels. I see all the videos, who are on that sidebar. Then I play those videos and I see who's on their sidebar. So if not on the top video sidebar, I can be on the sidebar of a video that is ranking alongside the top video, and it's easier and it's more possible, and I still get a share of those views. So do you understand this system, guys? This is how it works. You don't need to be on the sidebar of the most popular video. You can be on the sidebar of the video that's next to the most popular video. Now that's funny, isn't it? All right, so guys, removed. Somebody's asked me, what does removed mean? If on the sidebar you see that one of the videos is no longer on the sidebar, that is the video that is removed. So every video is not static on the sidebar. YouTube keeps changing the sidebars a lot. So some new videos will be added, some videos will be removed, and that's how you you need to understand what video you want to rank alongside, or what new video you need to target. So I've got another question over here. It's a rather long question. I think I scrolled to the top. All right. Is the sidebar paid or organic? Somebody just asked me that. Well, the sidebar is organic, guys. It's totally free. Whenever you go to YouTube, whenever you watch any video on YouTube, you get to see the sidebar, and it's absolutely free to rank there. You don't need to pay a single penny to Google. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The related channels. Now, this is something pretty interesting. I want to make things simple for you, right? So I've done this also. How do you find the channels that are in your niche? Do you go and hunt YouTube manually? You don't need to do that with Channel Authority Builder. Sorry. What you need to do is you put in a channel URL. For example, let's put in a random URL from YouTube. Let's just say let's put in this one, for example, and then you need to tell Channel Authority Builder how many channels do you want to be on the sidebar of. Just click this button, and Channel Authority Builder will search it, and it will give you the number of channels that you looked for from your niche. So I wanted 10 channels from this niche. I've got it. So just put in 100, 50, whatever number you want, and you will get that many channels from your niche to target, to analyze, to center your research around. And those channels are going to be the leaders in their categories. So this is one more problem solved for you. All right, so somebody's asking me, how can I capture an email list? Okay, guys, to do that, you need to have no, this is not a part of this webinar, but just in a very single sentence, you just need to ask people to take action, put a link in your description, or tell people where they need to go to sign up to your content, and they will be able to do it. It's not something that you can do directly on YouTube. All right, so another person is asking me, Reed is asking me, in fact, do playlists help in ranking for authority? Read, it certainly does, and if you can rank a playlist on in Google search, in YouTube search, it's gonna help you get more views. So definitely go and create awesome quality playlists. Put all your videos in playlist. Take other people's videos and put them in the playlist. There is a technique that I use for that. I'm not going to talk about that today because it's not a part of this particular course. But maybe sometime, maybe in the next webinar, I will share with you a couple of tricks about playlists that I do on my channels, but not in this one. All right. So moving on to the next one, we have something called trending tags, and it's something that I use all the time. See, in any niche, you will find that some topics start trending sometime, and you need to capitalize on the trends to get the most number of views. In YouTube, no matter in what niche you are, you will be able to get more views if you capitalize on the trends. So here I've got topics that are trending right now, and like news or politics or whatever stuff you're targeting, you get some common trends, so you can ignore them. And after you've done that for a couple of views, you will get to see only the trends. For example, there's a very popular trend in my niche right now, Halloween, because children are crazy about Halloween. I produce some content for children, so it's time now to create content for Halloween. Lots of channels I will get views too. I will get more views too. So this is how you spot trends for your niche. You can put in any niche and you will get trends according to that. So did you understand that, guys? Did you understand how the trend system works? Give me a yes, and I will go on to the next bit, and I'll show you the next part. All right, awesome. So the last thing that I want to show you is latest popular videos. Now, I told you right in the beginning that you want to target emerging content, but you don't want to target content that is failing. You only want to target content that is successful, and that's what you do. Tell Channel Authority Builder how many days you want. For example, if you want the last 7 days, click on that option, 7 days, and click on the search button, and Channel Authority Builder will give you a list of videos according to the traffic that they've generated, sorted according to the traffic that they generated in the last 7 days. So you know that this is the most popular video in the last 7 days, and for good reason. It's the Halloween season, so no wonder people are watching pumpkin videos all the time. And if you understand that trend, if you understand this video, you can create a similar video yourself and immediately get the traffic. Quickly. So you understand this, how powerful this trick can be to spot the emerging videos early on, to get on the sidebar and really unlock all those massive views quickly. I hope you understood that. All right, so this is what Channel Authority Builder is. 8 different features, 8 different mini applications, each one giving you a special feature, and you can use it to really reboot your channel and give yourself a completely new way to work on YouTube. Unlock for yourself a tremendous value on YouTube. So let's talk about Channel Authority Builder, and somebody's asking me how much, so let's answer your question. Channel Authority Builder software is available in two modules, in two variations: Channel Authority Builder Basic and Channel Authority Builder Elite. And right now, only for the next 3 days, we have a special sale. The prices are going to rise very often, but there is a 3-hour early bird. If you buy it in the first 3 hours, you can get it for less than $25, guys. So make sure you are one of those people who is on board early, who unlocks it at the best price, because later on I'm going to we are going to increase the prices quite a bit. And while you're buying Channel Authority Builder, I'm going to offer you all as an upsell. When you finish if you buy Channel Authority Builder, I'm going to give you an option to purchase Channel Authority Builder Pro. And in that particular version of the software, yes, that's less than $25 for the Elite version, guys, and it's $25 go right after this website. Alright, so you can also go for the Channel Authority Builder Pro, which for me it's a no-brainer. You should definitely go ahead and get it, because it's going to give you proper rights. You can monitor as many niches as you want. You can unlock as many campaigns as you want, and you can even provide this as a service. So if you're a service provider providing services to offliners or to any niche or to any marketers or content producers, you can tell them, you can give them better rankings, and you can offer them at this, as a service, and you can do it for unlimited number of people. And you also get my advanced level training. I'm going to give you 8 modules. There are 7 modules in the front end in the Elite version, but on the Pro version there are going to be 8 more modules which will give you even more insights into YouTube marketing, which will give you even more powerful tricks. And not only that, you're going to get Niche Exploit, which is a very amazing, powerful software available only to the buyers of Channel Authority Builder. Niche Exploit is going to give you a complete analysis of any niche. This is an algorithm that I created myself, and using the software, you can just put in a few keywords from your niche, and you'll be able to find exactly what your niche is worth. You'll be able to find answers to some of the most compelling questions. Questions like how much money you need to spend to succeed on this niche, in this niche. How many videos do you need to create to succeed in this niche? How much money are the leaders making? How much money is your basis? What kind of investment is required? Then actually there are a number of questions that you must know to enter any niche, and you will find a complete list of those questions on the sales page when you go there. So this is something that you really need to have to whenever you want to enter a new niche, you need to have this report, the software which will generate the report actually. All right, amazing. So how much is the Pro version? Right now it's only $67, but the prices of the Pro version 2 is going to rise. So I suggest that if you like Channel Authority Builder, if you understand the potential of the software and what it can do for you, make sure you're on board and you get it. And guys, I just want to point out, the Channel Authority Builder sales page goes live in just 1 minute at 11 a.m. EST. So if you want to purchase the software, you can do so right now at channelauthoritybuilder.com. So guys, make sure you go to the page, you see all the details that I've given there, you see the demo video. Again, if you need to, it's on the sales page. You see the different tricks that I told you about. You'll find all the details there. So make sure you go there and you give Channel Authority Builder a try and unlock all the potential that your YouTube channel has. Alright guys, we are at the end of the webinar. It's 8:30 on the dot, and I finished the webinar for you guys. So I hope you had a good time learning with me, and if you have any questions, I will stay for a couple more questions. So first, let's see, let me give me some answers. Did you guys enjoy the content with me? Did you guys enjoy the content that I delivered today? Amazing. So I'm getting mostly yeses, so that's wonderful. So I guess I did my job, and people like the value that I provided. So guys, if you have any questions, you can give it to me right now. And if you want to buy a Channel Authority Builder, it's a good time to go and buy the software only for $25 at this time. All right, so how to create the videos like popular ones? Now, that's something that needs to be answered differently according to different niches. It depends on what niche you're targeting and what kind of content you're targeting. So, see, basically what you need to do is, this is a part of niche analysis. You need to understand what sort of content you can produce, then go to YouTube, analyze what is, what niches have leaders who are producing your sort of content and that target that niche. You understand that? So don't go the wrong way. Don't go to a leading niche and see if you can find a way to produce the content. If you can find a way, awesome. But what you can do is check how you can produce the content and then find a niche that works for that type of content. So this is what you can do. All right, so somebody asked me, so to compete, you have to produce lots of content. It's not about lots of content. It's about consistency. Even if you do one video a week, it's going to be fine as long as your niche demands that. So you cannot produce one video in a niche, one video in a week in a niche that needs 2 videos a day, right? So you need to find a niche that is okay with 1 video a week, and you need to target that niche. It's again a question of niche analysis, and you need to understand how your niche is structured. So. Great webinar. Has the winner been announced? I think my friend and partner Karthik Ramani will announce the winner, and he will take care of this. So because I've been busy with delivering the content to you guys, I have not been keeping track of a lot of stuff. So Karthik Ramani will announce the visitors announce the winner in the chat box, or we will mail the winner directly with details. All right, so people are asking me about the updates. Guys, you will get 1 year of free update when you make this purchase. So it's going to be 1 year of free update, and after that, if there are changes, if I expand new features, there might be a little fee, but it's going to be totally worth it, as it always is with any of my software. Yes, somebody asked me, does it find you trending tags? Actually, it does. It does find you trending tags, and you can find the trending tags with the software. Future updates, I've already answered. The OTO is Channel Authority Builder Pro, and you will be getting a completely new software called Niche Exploit alongside Channel Authority Builder, which will give you the niche analysis. Now, somebody has been asking me questions about the kind of videos that they need to produce, the kind of niche they need to target, and all of those questions can be answered by Niche Exploit. All right, so somebody asked me, do you get TubeRank Jeet along with this? Well, I'm sorry, you don't. TubeRank Jeet is a separately different product. You can go to tuberankjeet.com and buy this. It's an amazing product, and I'm sure you will love it too. Somebody says, once you are on the sidebars, how do you put your videos and playlists there? Well, guys, I just told you about putting your videos on the sidebars, and the playlists, they don't feature on the sidebars so much. So just go for the videos. No, that's somebody asked me, is that $25 per month, the elite version? Guys, it's a one-time price right now. It's not per month. So if you buy it, buy this software, you get it for $25, and I'm going to give you free updates for 1 year at least. So this is something that you can be convinced this is not a per month charge. Is this better than TubeRank Jeet? Well, this is like asking, is an apple better than an orange? It's different fruits, it's different product, it's completely different. TubeRank Jeet is about optimization, this is about content design and authority. So it's completely different than the most, completely different than TubeRank Jeet, and both the products are awesome as far as I am concerned. Somebody is asking me only 25 channels. So I don't understand this question, guys, because it's not in context. So if you can explain this question more, I will answer it. Otherwise, I'm going to close the webinar right now. I hope my content was useful for you and you enjoyed your time with me. I frankly enjoyed every little bit of it. I had such a great audience. I got amazing questions, and I was happy to see that most of the people who joined me right in the beginning of the webinar have stayed right till the end, and almost everybody is still online with me. Thank you guys for your time, and I'm going to sign off now and wish you good luck in your YouTube business, and make sure that you have a good time doing this. Just hold on a second. There is a little thing that I might want to show you. Just a second. Okay, I'm gonna show you something interesting. I'm gonna show you Niche Exploit very quickly now, if I can find it, because I didn't really put a link to that in my computer. So I guess I won't be showing you Niche Exploit, but Niche Exploit is something that you really need for your niche analysis, and it's something that can solve a lot of problems for you, save you a lot of money. If you're about to enter any niche on YouTube right now, you get niche exploit, and you'll be able to make a very accurate assessment of whether you should get in the niche or not. And the second thing that I'm going to offer you at the end of this presentation is an amazing deal. What I'm going to offer you is a white label version of Channel Authority Builder. Now, I know that you guys have understood the kind of value that Channel Authority Builder unlocks. You guys have understood what it can do for you. So I'm going to give you guys, only the people who buy this right now, to own Channel Authority Builder themselves and to sell it by their name. It's a white label version of Channel Authority Builder, guys, and you can sell it to other people like you. You can sell it to other marketers. You can sell it to other people who want to be on YouTube, and you will be able to create a lot of cash that way. You can, if you just tell them the value it unlocks, you will be able to recover the investment from the white label version in just one sale. The white label version starts at $97 and goes on all the way to $297 depending on the number of licenses that you buy. But this is another opportunity to get Channel Authority Builder and to make money from it right on the first day. So now people, I've got another question. What does the pro add? I've already explained that, and you can find more details on the sales page. So make sure you buy Channel Authority Builder Elite, and you will get to be on the sales page of Pro, where you will see how much more value it unlocks. So guys, that is the end of the webinar. Thank you for staying with me for so long. We are beyond that time. One more question. I'm going to take this up as the last question. Tim has asked me, what's the price for white label? It's $97 to $297 depending on the number of licenses that you buy, but you can always start with 97 and you can scale up as you want. Alright guys, the white label will be available in 30 minutes. Somebody just asked me that. Yes, it will be available in 30 minutes, but make sure you buy as early as possible to save more money, to make sure that you don't end up paying more. Alright guys, thank you for the time. I got to sign off now because we are already about 10 minutes over time. So let's sign out now, and have a good day, have a good time, and good luck to you for YouTube marketing. Let's talk soon.